So let's just talk about lazy loading in React. So the lazy loading is a performance improvement technique. So the lazy loading will load the components or any other resources only when they are needed. So this way we can improve the performance and we can reduce the load time of our application. So for this we use the React.lazy and the Suspense to implement lazy loading in our application. So previously we have seen the code splitting technique to improve the performance, where we can dynamically import any required component and then on click of this button we were rendering that component. So let's now see how we can reduce the load time of our application by using the lazy loading technique. So first of all we need to import lazy and Suspense from React. Now we have to import the component dynamically. So we're gonna import the user list component dynamically. So we're gonna use the lazy and this will take one callback function. So we're gonna pass the arrow function and here we're gonna import dynamically and we're gonna pass this directory. So let's just copy this. So we are dynamically importing the component. Now to show this component, on click of this button we need one state. So we're gonna call this visible and set visible. So initially this will be false. Now whenever we click on this button we're going to set the visibility, we're gonna make this true. Now whenever this visible is true, then only we're going to render this component. Now because we are lazy loading this component, so this can take some time. So in the meantime we need to display some loading fallback user interface. So we can wrap our component inside the Suspense that we have imported. So here we're gonna wrap this. So we have wrapped our component inside this Suspense. So the Suspense will display a fallback user interface. So here we're basically going to render the H1 and inside that we're gonna show loading. So if the component took some time to render, in that meantime we're gonna show this loader. So now if we refresh, so you can see the load time of our application is reduced, and that is because we are not making any API calls to fetch the list of user. Now whenever we need the user list, then we can just click on this and we can have the list of users. And also if you notice, so whenever we click on this, it shows the loader, and that is coming from this fallback user interface of the Suspense. So this way we can use the lazy loading technique and we can improve the performance of our React application. So that's it for the video. See you in the next one. Take care.